I am the teller of stories. Come in. Sit down. Today's story is from the Princess Ruby stories. In this story, Ruby and three of her friends go on an adventure to ancient Rome. So this story is called The Four Friends Go to Rome. Sit back, relax, and listen. Princess Ruby and the Magic Book. The four friends go to Rome. Princess Ruby was sitting in her chair with her eyes closed, thinking about Prince Rainier. Suddenly there was a loud bang on the door and Sir Riley came into the room, followed by Lady Schuyler and Lady Casey. "Hi, Ruby," he said. "We've come to play. Do you think we could go on another adventure?" "Okay, I would like that," replied Ruby. "Can we go see if we can find Prince Rainier? I'd love to see him," asked Lady Casey. "Me too," said Lady Schuyler. Sir Riley didn't seem to think much about that idea. "Can't we try somewhere else?" he asked. The four friends went to the magic book and held hands. Ruby opened the book and the friends said the magic words, "Please take us there." When they opened their eyes, they looked around to see where they had been taken to. It wasn't like the last time. There were no grass or trees, only very impressive buildings made of white stone. The building they stood in front of was very big, with lots of tall, round pillars all round it. "That's bigger than your castle," said Riley. "I wonder where we are." Just then they heard the rumble of wheels and the crack of a whip. They turned round and saw a two-wheeled carriage pulled by two white horses. Standing up in the carriage was a man. He had a whip, but was not whipping the horse, he just cracked the whip in the air to make a noise. The clothes he wore were different to theirs, but were very grand. He had a gold breastplate covered with a beautiful red cloak. "I don't know where we are, but it looks nice here." Then they saw a young boy coming towards them. "Excuse me," said Ruby. "Can you tell us where we are?" The boy replied, "You are in Rome, of course. Don't you know that?" Casey said, "We are strangers here. Will you show us around?" "All right," replied the boy. "I'll try to show you some of the best parts of Rome. This building here is a Colosseum. It is a very important part of Rome. Gladiators come here to show how good they are at fighting." What are gladiators?" asked Riley. "They are men who have been trained to fight, very brave men. They sometimes have to fight lions," said the boy. "Fight lions? I don't think I want to be a gladiator," said Riley. "Who was that man in the carriage?" asked Schuyler. The boy replied, "That's not a carriage, it's a chariot, and the man is a centurion. He is in charge of lots of soldiers." "My teacher said that a century is 100, so he must have 100 men," said Ruby. "No, they have about 70 men," said the boy. "They help keep our country safe and they serve our leader, the emperor." They walked around looking at different sights. The boy stopped at a food store and asked them if they would like to eat. When they saw what was on the table, mice in honey and snails, they said, "No thanks, we're not hungry." "We could go to watch the gladiators train if you want to," said the boy. "That would be great," said Riley, and they set off to find the training school. Most of the buildings had strange names, and the one they finally came to had the sign Ludus above the door. "Here we are," said the boy, pointing at the sign, "the School for Gladiators." They all went into school to watch the gladiators training. Some had swords, and some had long-handled bows with the 3 sharp prongs at the end. Although they were only training, they fought fiercely, and some of them were injured. "I really don't want to be a gladiator," exclaimed Riley. "I'm getting very hungry," said Ruby. "Me too, but I don't fancy the food here," said Riley. "I guess we'll have to go home if we want to eat," said Casey and Schuyler. They told the boy they had to go and thanked him for showing them round. "There's a lot more to see," he said. "Maybe you can come back again someday." Ruby replied, "Perhaps you will, but next time we'll bring sandwiches." Ruby, Riley, Casey and Schuyler held hands, closed their eyes and whispered the magic words, "Please take us home." When they opened their eyes, they were back in Princess Ruby's room in the castle. Ruby closed the magic book and said, "That was an interesting adventure." "Yes," said Lady Schuyler, "and the gladiators were very handsome and brave." "I thought you would have had a go fighting lions," said Lady Casey. "I would have," replied Sir Riley, "but I was too hungry to fight." They all laughed at this, and then said they hoped to go on another adventure soon. Sir Riley, Lady Casey, and Lady Schuyler said goodbye to Princess Ruby and went home, closing the door after them.